Today, we're going to be talking property. I've got a lot of exposure to property myself, so it's going to be good for me to pick the brains of these experts, just like it's going to be great for you guys at home to listen.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even, there's not that much to do really to do that. You know, there's a few things you can do that don't cost anything. One of those is cleaning. You know, that's a big thing when you walk into somebody's home and it's dirty. You automatically have your back up a little bit as a viewer. You don't feel comfortable. You want to feel like you can move into that home, and that's really, really off-putting, isn't it?
Yeah,
and the clutter.
Yes,
definitely
the clutter for me is a big thing. Decluttering. So it's just about depersonalising your space. You'll love it. Everyone loves their own home, but clutter, it can really. It's sometimes hard for the viewers to visualise if there's too much going on.
Too much clutter, and also a build-up of furniture, which can make a home look a lot smaller than it is at times, make it awkward to actually view and flow on the viewing. You know, that's just a quick fix, isn't it? Cleaning and decluttering. It's easy to do, it doesn't cost anything.
No, and we always say drive into your home. So, you know, take a drive down your road and kind of drive in and have a look at it
as if you were the viewer. Yep.
As the viewer, because first impressions are a huge deal, aren't they? So, you know, 9 times out of 10 you can kind of tell whether you're going to like a house from the outside. So just have a look at it from the outside and just see what you can do to improve. They're all little tweaks, aren't they? So yeah, cleaning, decluttering, externally, front and back, lick of paint if you need to.
Actually, 5 things really that would put it, you know, ahead of the competition.
I mean, whilst an end user may not actually get to access your product or know much about it, are there any ways that they could have extra knowledge to know that their mortgage broker really is doing everything possible to get them the right product, you know, and they're not getting the wool pulled over their eyes?
Yeah, so I think there's 2 things that every customer can do, obviously, to help themselves in this process. And number one, as you say, Matt, is to familiarise yourself a little bit with what products are out there, what the best rates are, what the criteria is for those products, and to what extent you may or may not be eligible for them, based upon what you can find on the likes of Money Supermarket, Uswitch, etc. The second thing you can do is obviously use review sites like Trustpilot. So if you're looking at using a mortgage broker, you know, do some research on that individual, that firm. Try and find somebody that's got great reviews before you talk to them, and understand a little bit of background about them. But I would say though, and as a business, and for me personally, this is true, you know, we're very big advocates of advice. And I think if you look at the complexity of circumstances that we see now in the general populace in the UK, particularly the self-employed, contractors, people with adverse credit, you know, getting advice in those circumstances is really, really important. And there are far more important things potentially in selecting the right product than just the rate. There's a lot of other factors that come in, and that's where if you can find yourself a really great broker, they'll give you that extra service and they'll really help you find the right product and save you money in the long term.
Always, yeah. I just think they've got the knowledge, the experience. They're there answering the phone, and that's the main thing. You know, they're not sort of an automated service or a call centre generating viewing leads.
Useless viewing leads a lot of the time as well, because you know, if it's a local agent, they know that, for instance, there's a school on that road. So if a family calls up looking for a property that's got a school within walking distance, they can match that up very quickly. Somebody that is online that's up in Manchester, for instance, isn't going to know what school is on the road in your local area. You know,
all they're really doing is pushing the inquiries through. But as Ria said, you get a lot of, you know, time wasting because they're not vetting the people that come through. You know, that's the key thing as well. You could get a load of viewings through. You've wasted 3 weeks with people that can't afford your home or haven't got mortgages or agreements in principle. So, an estate agent, as a person with the experience, would do all of those checks first, and also, you know, sell your home, not just generate a viewing lead.
Hey guys, are you thinking about buying a house but you don't know if it's the right decision for you? If so, then this is the video for you. So this morning I was sent a question by a guy who's saying he's been thinking about buying a house and he can't decide if it's the right thing to do. Now listen, obviously I'm answering this in a very general context, and you know, I don't know everybody's individual circumstances, but my honest guess for most of the people watching this is that buying a home is not the right decision for you if you are, early in your career, if you're looking to build your business, or if you are not, already reasonably wealthy. The reason I say that, and I'm sure for most people watching this, it's probably not the answer you expected me to give, and it's very much probably a kind of against the grain or against the public image thinking. But I just think buying a house is such an appalling use of upfront capital. For all you young people out there, for all your entrepreneurs out there, I think settling your business down, investing in yourself, investing in your business is so much more important than the kind of glorified romanticism of saying that you own your own house. I think particularly in today's world, life and the economy is about kind of experiencing things rather than actually particularly owning them. That for me that applies to cars, to houses, to all kinds of possessions. And I think in years gone by, there was a sense of pride, if you like, of owning things. But really for me now, it's about what are the best uses of capital, and and I'm telling you this, as somebody who is reasonably successful in many areas of my business, in many areas of my financial life, and I still rent many of the properties that I inhabit because it's not so much that I can't justify tying up the capital, but I think I've got much better uses of that capital than buying a house. Now again, look, you guys are all going to have to take that answer and tailor it to your own individual circumstances, but my honest advice is that if you are looking to build a business, or if you're looking to invest in your future, the answer is not to be buying a house on day one. Guys, it's Matt Haycox here, and I have got with me property experts at the Property Twins, and we are about to give you the top 5 tips to spend less than £1,000 on your house and get more than £10,000 in extra value when you come to sell it. Girls, fire away.
Okay, so number 1 would be the outside of your house. You could spend a couple of £100 with a maintenance guy or on some bits and bobs from hardware store and tidy up your door, clean, de-weed anywhere, that kind of stuff. So visually from the outside would be number 1.
Yep. Number 2 would be cleaning the home. So get a professional cleaning company in to give it a real deep clean of the carpets and all your fixtures and fittings. It makes it smell nice. It will just make it look a lot better and make people feel like they could be at home there.
So it costs about £300 maybe. Number 3 for me would be decluttering. So spend £100 on getting organised basically.
Buying some boxes.
Boxes, storage, get everything out of the way, declutter.
Number 4, get a painter in maybe for a day, a day rate you're looking at for a decorator, £150 maybe. Lick a paint on all your walls will make all the difference. It'll make the property feel new and fresh and also make it smell nice as well.
And number 5 would be the garden. So again, maybe a couple of £100, getting a garden maintenance team in to kind of de-weed, tidy up, general tidy up throughout. So all in, you're looking at about £1,000. That's going to generate you hopefully £10,000 more than what your next door neighbour achieved doing none of that stuff. And it's all very, very simple.
Perfect. Guys, there you have it. 5 top tips. All of them together won't even cost you £1,000. You'll get at least an extra £10,000 on the value of your house, and you'll certainly sell it a lot quicker than if you didn't do that.